we're going to roll a slab of clay. And so you're going to start with a piece of clay that's not super thick. If it is a bigger chunk of clay, you can press it down and then you can start rolling. So you can use a couple of stacked rulers on either side of this clay piece, or you could use the dowels. Just make sure the tools that you use match. If I wanted a thinner slab, then I may just use 2 rulers, one on each side. The rulers and the dowels keep the rolling pin from making the clay too thin. So what I would start to do is to make sure that I start sort of in the middle and kind of press away from myself. Just one motion. And then once I've rolled a little bit, I can flip this. If you wanted a wider slab, you would flip it horizontally so that you could stretch it more this way. So you can see that it will make a wider piece of clay. I'm going to just kind of keep flipping. Do not spray the canvas. Do not spray the rolling pin because the clay will stick to the rolling pin. And I can't push this anymore. So then that means my slab is ready to cut with a template. So the template I have today is for our tiles. You always want to make sure that you're very conservative and that you can get as many cuts out of one piece of clay. So for our project, we have a square here, and then we're going to be using this as well. So I can take a needle tool and I can start upright and follow this line, or I could take this blue-green tool and keep my tool upright and just follow the line. So if you don't have access to a needle tool, no worries. Sometimes I even use the loop tool and hold that at an angle, and then I can get a nice cut. So I have a tile that I'm going to be building on. I do need this 2-inch square, so I'm going to go ahead and line this up. First, I'm going to take a plate that has a paper towel on it. The paper towel keeps it from sticking to the plate. And then I'm going to cut out a 2-inch by 2-inch small tile. If I had other patterns I needed to cut out, then I would definitely go ahead and try to get as much out of that one piece as I can. You can see the thickness of this piece of clay. Okay, it's a little bit thinner than my pinky. It's a little bit bigger than a 1/4 inch, and so this would be a perfect thickness for carving into our pieces of clay. So right now, because I'm not ready to attach my tile, I'm going to take this piece of paper towel and place it right here so that that little piece of 2x2 clay won't stick. So that's your goal.